In the middle of darkness, there is always a light of hope and strength that can carry us through any challenge. Psalm 27 is a powerful message of finding light in the darkness and overcoming fear and anxiety. In times of uncertainty and distress, Psalm 27 offers us hope and reassurance. Today, we are diving deep into the beautiful and powerful Psalm 27 from the Bible. This ancient and timeless text has brought comfort and guidance to countless souls throughout the ages, and it continues to offer peace and understanding to those who are going through dark and challenging times. Join me on this journey as we explore the profound insights and truths that can be found within the verses of Psalm 27 and discover how we can find light in the darkness. Please make sure to watch this video until the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends and family to show your love and support. Join us as we explore this profound Bible and discover how it can transform our lives. Verse 1: The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? The opening verse of Psalm 27 immediately sets the tone for the entire psalm, affirming the unwavering trust and faith that the speaker has in the Lord as their guiding light and protector. In times of darkness and uncertainty, it can be easy to surrender to fear and anxiety, but this verse reminds us that when we have the Lord as our light and salvation, there is no need to fear anything or anyone. When we fully trust in the Lord, there is no room for fear to take hold of our hearts. Remembering that God is our light can help us find our way out. Verse 2: When evildoers assail me to eat up my flesh, my adversaries and foes, it is they who stumble and fall. In this verse, the speaker acknowledges the presence of sinners and enemies who seek to harm and destroy them. However, the speaker finds comfort and reassurance in the knowledge that it is ultimately these sinners who will stumble and fall, while the one who trusts in the Lord will stand firm and secure. This verse reminds us that even in the face of adversity and opposition, those who have faith in the Lord will ultimately triumph over their enemies. It is a powerful reminder that the forces of darkness and evil will not prevail against the light of God. Verse 3: Through an army encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war rises against me, yet I will be confident. The imagery of an army sheltered against the speaker conveys a sense of overwhelming odds and imminent danger. Despite the formidable forces arrayed against them, the speaker boldly declares that their heart will not fear, and they will remain confident in the face of war and battle. This verse speaks to the resilience and courage that comes from trusting in the Lord, even in the most dire circumstances. It is a testament to the unwavering faith and determination that can sustain us through the darkest of times, knowing that the light of God will guide and protect us. Verse 4: One thing I have asked of the Lord, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. This verse shifts the focus from external threats and challenges to the innermost desires of the speaker's heart. The one thing that they seek above all else is to dwell in the presence of the Lord, to bask in the beauty of God's presence, and to seek understanding and guidance in his temple. It is a reminder that true hope and peace can be found in the presence of the Lord, and that our ultimate desire should be to draw near to Him and experience His love and grace. Verse 5, "For He will hide me in His shelter on the day of trouble. He will conceal me under the cover of His tent. He will lift me high upon a rock." In times of trouble and distress, the speaker finds refuge and protection in the shelter of the Lord. Like a loving parent who shields their child from harm, God hides the speaker in His shelter, conceals them under His tent, and lifts them high upon a rock, out of reach of their enemies. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, we can find safety and security in the shelter of the Lord's presence. Verse 6, "And now my head shall be lifted up above my enemies all around me, and I will offer in His tent sacrifices with shouts of joy. I will sing and make melody to the Lord." Having emerged victorious from the trials and challenges that surrounded them, the speaker now rejoices and exults in the presence of the Lord. Their head is lifted high above their enemies, and they offer sacrifices with cries of joy and psalms of praise in the Lord's tent. This verse conveys a sense of triumph and celebration, as the speaker acknowledges God's faithfulness and deliverance in the face of adversity. It is a reminder that in the darkest of times, we can find reasons to sing and make melody to the Lord, for He is our strength and our salvation. Verse 7, "Hear, O Lord, when I cry aloud, be gracious to me and answer me." In this verse, the speaker calls out to the Lord in a moment of need, crying aloud for His grace and mercy. It is a plea for God to hear their prayers and respond with compassion and kindness. This raw and vulnerable cry for help speaks to the intimacy and trust that exists between the speaker and the Lord, as they pour out their heart before Him in the hope of receiving His favor and blessing. Verse 8, "You have said, 'Seek my face.' My heart says to you, 'Your face, Lord, do I seek.'" The dialogue between the speaker and the Lord in this verse highlights the deep longing and desire to seek God's presence and face. The speaker responds to God's invitation to seek His face with a resounding affirmation of their own heart's desire to do so. This mutual exchange of seeking and being sought speaks to the reciprocal nature of the relationship between the speaker and the Lord, as they both yearn for deeper intimacy and connection with one another. Verse 9, "Hide not your face from me. Turn not your servant away in anger, O you who have been my help. Cast me not off, forsake me not, O God of my salvation." The speaker implores the Lord not to turn away from them or forsake them in their time of need. They appeal to the God who has been their help and salvation, begging for His continued presence and support. This heartfelt plea for God's grace and mercy reflects the speaker's dependence on God for their sustenance and deliverance. It is a humble acknowledgement of human frailty and the need for divine assistance in navigating the trials and tribulations of life. Psalm 27 is a light of hope in times of darkness. It reminds us that we are never alone and that God's light can overcome any fear or anxiety. By trusting in His protection, seeking His presence, and waiting patiently for His timing, we can find peace and courage in the midst of life's challenges. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Psalm 27. I hope this video has inspired and encouraged you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so leave a comment below and let's keep this conversation going. Stay strong, stay true, and may the light always guide you on your path. Until next time, keep your eyes open for the signs of a demon in your midst. God bless.